something that would probably wind up in the AASHTO A4 classification. It does have a bit more fines in it, but it is predominantly sand just on appearance. We've taken out of the hole here, laid on its side, to where we can see each lift or each layer that was placed. What you can see here is we've got, you can actually distinguish the three different courses of asphalt stabilized base, or coarse dense hot mix that was used here, as well as the surfacing course. Surface course is right about 1 inch thick, and you can see it right there, distinguished by having slightly finer aggregate than the layers underneath it. The second course, which goes from around the 1 inch mark down to, it's probably about 2 3/4 inches total thickness, is right here. And then in this area we've got another lift or a different course of asphalt concrete, but gradation-wise it looks to be similar, although it may be a little bit finer than this. It looks like it's somewhat more segregated, looking here at the higher fines content as opposed to what we have right there, comparing it with this. It's about the same thickness of a course though right there, about 2 3/4 inches. And then finally, from around 6 3/4 to 9.5 to 10 to 9 3/4 inches, we've got the first course of asphalt concrete base which is placed. I'm going to refer, whoops, get up a little bit closer. I'm going to call the total thickness of this core as being 9 3/4 inches. That'll be about the average thickness for it. If you look here at the back, at the bottom of it, you can see that it's not uniform by any means. Actually, you look at it and the nominal thickness is probably better stated to be 9.5 inches. So I'll go ahead and change myself there and go with the 9.5 inch thickness. At the beginning of the test section, we're going to look around and show a panorama of what we have out here. We're up on a uniform fill about 15 feet high throughout, and it's not only true for this, but for the subsequent SPS3 test sections that follow. That is the reason why this particular project was selected, because it provided a in-between level on condition. It's got some cracking, although in general it would be considered in good condition throughout. But it is not the completely uncracked section like we'll see tomorrow on 11019 on the SPS sections there. This was selected again for SPS3, which is the maintenance effectiveness studies on asphalt pavement. We are working here on the westbound lanes of Alabama 152, which is the northern bypass. We're on the northern fringe of Montgomery, Alabama. Run around to see the countryside. We've got some swampy areas around here where some beavers have dammed up some of these creeks and branches, small drainage areas. And now I'll proceed on down the test section. Prominent distresses that we've seen along here have been longitudinal cracking of moderate severity, more so than low, but typically of moderate severity, and also raveling, which tends to be worse over in the inner wheel path over from there up to the lane line. We've got some rutting in here, but the rut depths are typically, see, I don't have anything to measure it with right now. They're running less than ½ inch. I would guess around 4/10. In this area we've got some cracking in both wheel paths, and generally what's causing the severity level to be what it is the raveling at the crack itself, opening the crack up. Looking over there, you can see what I was speaking of with the raveling in the inside wheel path perhaps being worse than in the outside. It's much more sporadic here. Coming down the outside edge over there, you can see a lot more pock marks in it.